I was accepted to the ASU College of Law, which is what it was called at the time, in 1985, and my wife and I were already married and living on rice and beans, and she said, "You need to get a job." And I did that, and I turned law school down at the time and regretted it for many, many years. And then in 2006, decided I either need to do this or I need to give up on it, and applied, took the LSAT, was accepted. Actually surprised I was accepted for a little while, and starting in 2006, 21 years after my original acceptance, I went to the then Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law. The beauty of going to law school late is that it is a fresh experience from an adult perspective. I thought of the kids there as my peers until I saw Parents' Night, and I was like, wow. Your dad's only a couple years younger than me. That's great. In addition to that, you heard the mention of some great faculty, George Shotsky, Alan Matheson, you heard Paul Bender. That for me is Con Law 1, Con Law 2, and Arizona Con Law. So I had the privilege of being a student in some of the greatest classrooms that ASU has provided. So. Professor Birch, I saw Gary Marchant is up there. There's Gary, who did my thesis for law science and technology. I see Professor Clinton. In Professor Clinton's class, we had a game every time that he said Commerce Clause or Iroquois, you could put a chip down for bingo. It was great, and so it was a wonderful experience. We also had, of course, adjuncts. Not all the classes can be taught by tenured professors, so I had Justice Hurwitz for Civ Pro. I had Justice Bales for Separation of Powers, and it was a similar class with 20 or so people. And to show you the quality of the Sandra Day O'Connor School of Law, there were 2 professors for that class for the 22 of us. There was Justice Bales and Justice Sandra Day O'Connor herself as that class. You want to talk about an incredible experience of being in a classroom with Justice Sandra Day O'Connor is stunning. Dr. Crow has said that he was with somebody who pulled a Constitution out of their wallet, generally, or their jacket. Someone's credibility is generally inverse to the amount of time it takes them to pull the Constitution out of their pocket, except that we were in class one time and there was a question and Justice O'Connor reached into her purse and pulled out a copy of the Constitution, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's the most credible reader of the Constitution that I will ever meet in my entire life. And so that was a stunning, stunning moment. Going to law school late also gave me an appreciation of the common law, of what was developed over many, many generations of people who added their little piece. And things like common law, like language, culture, even cuisine, are developed as the distilled wisdom of millions of people over dozens, if not hundreds of generations. And there are some people, William Shakespeare, who can actually contribute words to the language that stay, or the mighty Cardozo, who can contribute to the common law in ways that we still pay attention to. There are very, very few people who contribute who we would meet. And Justice O'Connor, of course, is for me that person who can contribute to the rise of common law and actually make a difference. For the rest of us, we will contribute through organizations like this, through the people we know, through the buildings that we have put up, through the work that we have done together. So I am very proud to be here with you, to be on the same stage with Dr. Crow and with Senator McCain, and with those of you who have devoted your lives to adding your little bit to this distillation of human wisdom that is the common law and is the efforts we do together. So thank you so much for the efforts that you have done for this building. Thank you to those of you who have had a tremendous influence on my life. And I look forward to working with you as we continue this legacy. Thank you.